Hello everyone. I would like to thank SEDA and the whole FemInno team and all the supporters, partners, and also the most importantly, the volunteers. Thank you very much. You are doing an amazing work. So we are here today with Syuzanna. We are going to tell you about the whole transformation that is going on in the agriculture industry, the Agritech. But before that, we have two news to share with you. The first one is bad and the second one is good. So we'll start with the bad one. I mean, yesterday we all talked about the Metaverse. The bad news is that you cannot feed the world with Metaverse, right? The avatars will not become hungry in the Metaverse, but the people owning the avatars, they get hungry, right? So they feel hungry at least 2-3 times a day. And soon we will have a lunch, and we all need to appreciate the hard work our farmers and the food producers are doing in Armenia, because it's really tough in the whole challenges that is going on, and we are having the global and the local challenges to really produce food. And the good news is that there are a lots of technological transformation going on in the field. In agriculture, we see the digital and innovative solutions and the technologies used to solve the problems, to really improve the productivity, efficiency, and somehow to solve these challenges. The challenges here are, as you all know, by 2050 there will be 10 billion people in the world. And in order to feed the world's population, so whatever we produce now globally, we need to almost double. So which means that the whole output, the food production should be doubled. So it's really tough in order to be, we need to feed this population. And the second one is really the loss and degradation of the natural resources. Each year, more than 100,000 hectares of arable land is going out of the operation. It's degradation due to different problems. Climate change, drought, desertification, salinization. So from one side, we have a pressure to produce more. From the other side, we have less resources. Millions of hectares of forests are being, cut and destroyed, damaged, forest fire, etc. And you know that the forests are really, the sources for the sweet water resources. And we have the declining sweet water resources. Currently, 2 billion people are living in the world in the water-scarce areas. And by 2050, 3 billion people will live in such areas. So water resource management and basically the sweet water resources will be very precious in the futures. And of course, we have climate change, and we need to produce food and feed the world population under this pressure. Weather anomalies, we will have more and more drought years, we will have more and more hails and the strong winds. So it's really tough, to tackle these challenges. Locally also we have a lot of problems. In Armenia we are having gaps in productivity, efficiency, rural infrastructure, the lack of warehouses, logistics chains. So we have old equipment, we lack modern approaches, etc. So, but here, we are here to tell that, these problems are also opportunities, okay? So with applying modern technologies, we will be able to really turn these problems into opportunities, because there is a huge potential in Armenia to really produce much more, to export and really improve the welfare of farmers and really develop the agriculture. Just one number to show how behind we are. We always like to compare ourselves, with other countries. Look at our number. This is per worker employed in agriculture, the total output generated, it's about $6,000. And look at the number in Israel. Per worker employed in agriculture, they are producing about 15 times more. So that's the jump we have to do. Is it possible? Yes, it is. How they did? they did it with the investment in science, education, and the technology. And we also need to do that, and really it is possible to do the jump. Our scientists and also from different consulting companies, they calculated in Armenia we have the potential of producing additional $2.5 billion of agricultural output. We are currently producing about $1.8 billion, but we have the potential to produce 2.5 billion more, and potential to increase agricultural exports at least 5 times in the next 10 years. So here, we are here to really talk about this untapped potential and the huge opportunities that we have in agricultural sector. But how to do that? It's really with the investment in science, education, technologies. That's why we say that, we have the agriculture 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution that is already happening in agriculture. So we have full transformation of the agri-food system. The whole technologies that you have heard about yesterday, you have seen lots of booths that they are talking about AI, big data, analytics, IoT, artificial intelligence, drones, robotics, everything is being used in agriculture. And with the application of these innovative and that digital technologies, it's really possible to change our sector, to really, develop the sector and really, fix the welfare of the farmers, bring the resources, and really change, our society. So, what is Agritech? So, it's with very simple definition. Agritech is the application of all the digital or innovative solutions, the high-tech solutions, to solve the problems in agriculture, to really improve the productivity, efficiency, and profitability. So globally, we mention about 10 main types of agri-tech innovative technologies. So Internet of Things, agriculture robotics, artificial intelligence, drones, precision agriculture. There we have agricultural biotechnology, big data and analytics, controlled environment agriculture, regenerative agriculture, and connectivity technologies. Even in Armenia, we already see some of these developments, but it's in the the early stages. But in the future, we will see more and more because of the nature of the problems in local agriculture. We will see lots of interest and lots of investment in these technologies. We will not go over all the technologies. We will just give you an examples basically so that you understand how these technologies are used in agriculture. You have all heard about IoT. I will talk about IoT in agriculture. So IoT, like a simple IoT device, will have one or more sensors to collect data and to provide accurate information via mobile applications and other means in real time. Okay? So before, we were not getting real-time data from our fields, greenhouses, barns, orchards, and our agronomists, later Syuzanna will prove how these IoT solutions are helping her in her decision making. So with the real-time data, it's really possible to do a very efficient decision making. So when you get, for example, the weather data right from the field, you can see these are the examples, and we have a couple of installed in the university farms. So when you get information real time from the soil temperature, soil moisture, leaf wetness sensor, the weather, and all is really programmed and with algorithms and with forecasting, and also with a certain alarming system, you are able to really fix the problems and improve the productivity. And look at the market, the IoT in agriculture global market. So a few years ago, it was 12.5 billion, but in 2030, it is expected to be $28.6 billion. So it's a huge potential to develop, and our IT sector, our like innovative companies here, they need to know that there is a huge development. And IoT is used everywhere, not only in the horticulture sector, but also in the animal husbandry. And recently I was back from Malta, and I visited one dairy farm. Every single cow had a couple of sensors attached to the cow. Okay, the legs, the neck, and also I have seen a farm where they have like a bolus technology, the sensor in the stomach of the cow. So why they are doing that? Okay, so they need to know the information, they are using to improving the welfare, animal welfare, because they are spending for veterinary, they are spending for antibiotics. These animals are very expensive, okay, so purebred, so they need to know so this information is used to improve the profitability of the farm and cut costs, the veterinary costs, and also the antibiotics application. So the IoT is widely used in different sectors. So I will pass the floor to Susanna, and Susanna will continue explaining some other fields. Please.
Nowadays there are too many directions in the agriculture where we must use technology. So one of those directions are precision agriculture. Using precision agriculture, it's assistment to the farmers to have precise data and to make daily decisions. When they have mapping, for example, with GPS or with any satellite imagery, they can know in which part of the fields there is a necessity to irrigate more or to not irrigate more, for example. In that case, they can really precisely manage the input and output of the farm. And it's a very important part to help to do fast decisions. Otherwise, sometimes in the biggest areas, it's not possible to walk and monitor all area and to make any decision. So as you see, global market for precision agriculture some years ago was $8.2 billion. And within about 10 years, it is expected to be 3 times more. So you can imagine the demand of this direction. The next one is agricultural robotics. Nowadays, especially in modern countries, developed countries, labor is shifted to the robots. Robots are helping industry because many people don't want to do this simple work, and producers have difficulty to find the people. And not only that, for example, they help farmers to sow the seeds, plant the trees, plant transplants, to do monitoring, phenotyping, which is very boring work, then to do other operations till the harvesting and packaging. And within a certain period of time, robots are doing more work than human is able to do physically. And you see, in global market, within 10 years, it's expected about 5 times more investment in the agricultural robotics.
Do you have a strawberry picking robot in your greenhouse?
No, it's too expensive.
But I think you will
still,
have soon.
Yeah, we hope so. Then controlled environment agriculture and vertical farming is another direction. It's even more famous direction. And it's kind of, you can imagine like this, all greenhouses and indoor production is related to this direction. So in this case, you have controlled growing conditions for your plants. Then it means you have right humidity, you have temperature, you have water, light, everything under your control. In that case, you can really predict what will be within, for example, a week, because you input certain amount of nutrients, for example, and you will get certain amount of yield. So it's one of my favorite topics, field. And you see vertical farming in global market is growing even more, and expected to grow 8 times more within 10 years, till 2030. Artificial intelligence is another interesting direction, and which is predicted forecasting the weather data, the market, for example, yield, and assisting the farmers to make a right choice since the beginning of the business till the end, till the market. There is a chatbot already existing, Alexa. When farmers it's just a groundbreaking technology now for the farmers, and it's kind of modern toolkit for the farmer. So they can, after job, tired, sitting during the dinner and talk to Alexa. For example, I got this worm in my field, what can I do? And Alexa will give advice.
I like that part. Okay, as we were talking about technology adoption, I found this recent source from World Economic Forum, Future of Jobs Survey. Look at what is expected impact of technology adoption on jobs for the next 5 years. And if you see the agricultural technologies, also related field, biotech, the climate change mitigation, environmental management technologies, are basically, there will be net positive effect. Okay, with the adoption of the frontier technologies, there will be more and more jobs created rather than the jobs displaced. So this is very important also to spread this information that these frontier technologies, these digital, innovative, high-tech solutions should be applied in the sector. And look at this, the number one, the largest job growth, the largest, is in agriculture equipment operators. In the next 5 years, there will be about 3 million new jobs created in this field. And you can see also the technologies and their impact on the job creation. Also, our colleagues from Civita, they have filtered this on the hotels, IT, and the agriculture. Again, the number one in agricultural technologies will really make a big difference, job creation in the sector. And in the tourism sector and ID, the biggest driver will be big data, analytics, and artificial intelligence. So knowing all this, we need to really work hard in Agrarian University to really prepare the future specialists for the future agriculture. And the Agrarian University is under huge transformation, and from agrarian we are transforming into agro-technological university. So more than 50 newly labs established, educational and research facilities, experimental stations, farms and open space areas. Of course, due to time limitation, we cannot show everything, but we have a chocolate lab, we have a microbrewing facility, winery, smart greenhouse, research, educational and experimental centers where our students are enjoying, learning, practicing and experimenting. We are the only university having work-based semester. 1 semester is work-based, paid internship. So some examples of our infrastructure, because this is very important for a quality education: smart greenhouse, robotic system, agricultural drone lab and the precision agriculture. So you can also see the global market that is expected to be in the agricultural drone sector. 2 years ago, 3 years ago was 1 billion almost. In 2030 it will be 6 billion. So in the introduction, you have heard that we have established a startup incubator. We have Agritech, and soon we will have a biotech. So we are, contributing to this ecosystem of the startup development, entrepreneurship, and all people, individuals, and teams who have innovative ideas and they want to really be incubated and join to the acceleration programs. You are welcome. In the fall, we will be opening the biotech incubator. So in the future, so we already have this approved project in the university. We will open Agriculture, Robotics and the Mechatronics Excellence Center. And as Syuzanna mentioned, this we also would love to have in the university. That's also approved. And you know, with the support of our donors and the diaspora supporters, we will have vertical farming education and the research center soon in the university. And I will pass the floor to Syuzanna again, and she will talk about her career journey and the success story.
Yes. So I will try to be short because I notice what they show me.
And people are hungry, I guess.
Yes. So where I am now, my daily life is conferences, greenhouse, meeting people. And by the way, meeting people with your agricultural vibes is very important. You are getting very passionate and having energy to continue. So my daily life consists of these all: research, teaching, learning, and yeah. So right now I'm a senior agronomist in soon a 9 hectare of greenhouses. So it's a strawberry hydroponic production. As you see, it's very beautiful, not like you can imagine on the soil, dirty something. Everything is quite hygienic. And it's a second semi-closed strawberry greenhouse in the world. First in Dubai, and third, I am not sure where. So this is very modern, very technological. Without technology, you can't do anything here. And we are producing such beautiful strawberries. And to work there, you are not only working with the plants. You have to work with staff. I have 100 women with whom I am working, teaching them. So you have to be not only agronomist, but psychologist as well. And what does it mean to be agronomist? Every day. You need to have a sensor on the right places, and then you need to read the data and graphs what your sensors gives you. And then you need to make decisions according to that. See, you have radiation, irrigation, outside temperature, inside temperature, and you have to handle with this all every day. So you have many data. You need to analyze, understand, to make right decisions. And what I like in this job, that you have daily challenges, even several times a day. And when you know this all, you are very demanded, competitive, and multidisciplinary specialist. So when I was a child, I decided to be a botanist for certain times. Then I decided to be a pilot and heart surgeon. Why pilot and heart surgeon? Because they are responsible for human lives. But now I am responsible for about daily 450 to 650,000 plants, and they are alive. How I came to Armenian National Agrarian University, I just got some information from newspaper and showed to my father, and he said, no, it's Armenian Agricultural Academy. You need to go there after graduation. But when I applied, I noticed that there is. And I just wrote that place, only one place, because I had good teachers of biology, genetics, and I love plants. So I spent very long time at Armenian National Agrarian University. I did my bachelor, my master, my PhD there. And it was very, not always easy and nice time, but it gave me huge background. And after that, I did my second master at Leibniz University, Hanover. Then I'm going to often qualification courses in Wageningen University, which is the #1 university of agriculture in the world. So during my journey of career, I worked with many plants. I did research in labs, different kind of, because I was curious. And the message is that you need to try many things around your field of study. Then you need to do networking with the courses. We are always having big networks. And very fresh my study. I was in Plant Empowerment Academy. I mean, you need to study always, every day, to improve your knowledge, to be competitive. And the profession of horticulturist is the most diverse, is the tastiest, I think you agree with me, is the most colorful, and very technological. And agronomist, horticulturist masters technological and survival skills.
Thank you, Syuzanna. I hope your really career journey and your experience will inspire and motivate many young women and girls to get to the agri-tech, biotech or food tech sector. And we would like to thank you again for having us here. I would like to inform you that in the hallway we have a booth, and everyone who is interested in this professional development in agri-tech, biotech, and general agribusiness, you are welcome to stop by, and we'll be happy to answer to all of your questions. Thank you again. Thanks.